Hello folks, and welcome back to another episode of Dave's Allotment on this rainy day. And it's a special day. As you can tell by the title, today is Remembrance Day, a day that we should never forget. I've come over to the allotment early today because there's something I want to do. First of all, I'll fill the kettle. See you in a bit. Right, so while the kettle's boiling there, one of the jobs that I'm going to do today, because like I say, it's Remembrance Day, a day we should never forget. It's almost 11 o'clock as well, so I better crack on with this because I want to do the 2 minute silence. Anyway, last year I bought this. It's a wreath, an origami wreath thing. Now, like I say, I bought it last year. I tell you what, I was looking at the instructions, it was really hard to make, to understand, so I just left it, you know. But then I thought this year, with things being so different, I might make my own little wreath today, give it a try. I sussed out the other night how to do it. It is quite simple. I'll show you in a minute. But like I say, with this year being so different, and I've noticed there was no Remembrance Day celebration. Well, not celebrations, but you know, when there was nobody at the cenotaph and all of that. Put it that way. Which I think is a shame, because we should always remember today. It's a day of remembrance. We should never forget this day and what it represents. So I'll be making this poppy, and I'll go over to the memorial in the cemetery there, and if there isn't any wreaths on there, I'm going to lay a wreath on the memorial. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm also going to do the 2 minute silence. So I'll crack on with this when the kettle's boiled. But for now, I'm going to pay me respects. Right, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock now. I've made one of them poppies. That's what it looks like. So, I'm going to pay me respects, folks. Bear with us. Right, while my cuppa's just cooling down there, I'll tell you about this. Now, like I say, I got it last year. I thought it would be quite good to make. But, going by these instructions, it's just all gobbledygook. Now, I'm like, look at that. What the hell are you supposed to do there? Anyway, I did manage to look at the pictures, and that's the poppy you get. If you want to make one of these yourself, I will show you how. The only thing is, you'll have to have a piece of paper that's black on one side and red on the other. Now the only way I can think about getting away with that is by getting a red piece of paper and a black piece of paper and putting them together. But anyway, if you've bought this kit and you're finding it hard to put together there, I'll show you how. You start off on the black side. You make a fold, make a triangle, and then open it back up. Do the same again. And make a crease. So you've got like that shape. Now you turn it over to the red side and you fold it straight across like that. Like I say, this took me quite a while to figure out because I'm not no origami expert, but I did figure it out. So next thing you do, get the two corners there and them two corners there and make a square like that. Where, like, you know, as if you're going to make one of them things that you used to do when you were a kid. Then you oh no, I forgot something there, folks. Wait there. I just put it back into this bit. What you do then, you fold down across there and then across there, which then creates a little square in the centre, if you can see there. And then you start folding. Like so. All four corners. I hope you can see this, folks. I've just set the camera up, I'm not even looking. Yeah, you can see. That's okay then, isn't it? Once you've done that, fold in the corners. One, two, three, four. Back down. Starting to come together. Fold these corners over. And there you have it, a poppy. And there's the green piece of paper. What you do with this, same sort of thing. Folds like in a triangle. Whoops. And another triangle. Then you fold that bit over into the centre. And fold it over again, which creates a leaf. I'll just do it on the other side. And you can sort of see a leaf thing going on there. You spin it over like that and then spin it back over. There you have your leaves, which you then attach to your poppy, and it looks a little something like that. Now I've just got another 20 odd here to make, so while I'm doing this, the other day I made a B-roll for Remembrance Day, so while I'm doing that, you watch this. Thank you. See you in a bit. Right folks, there you go. 2 wreaths made out of origami, paper and all that kind of thing. I've got one for the shed or somewhere in the garden, and I'm going to take this one over to the memorial in the cemetery. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I've just had a walk over to the memorial here, and as predicted there was no wreaths laid. Now I think that's terrible of me. You're not allowed to remember the dead, you know. It's not on. This memorial usually has loads of poppies and all of that on it. There was obviously no memorial service here this morning, which is a pity, like I say, but I've just come over and I've just laid me little wreath there. I know it's not much, but it's something. Right, I've just been busy in the greenhouse there tidying up. I'll show you that later on, but I did find a bag of tulip bulbs which I've saved. So I've been going through them there, and I'm going to plant them outside today while it's not raining. Been going through them all. So that's a little job to do. Right, I'm going to put them tulip bulbs down here where I've got some daffodils there already. This Love Lies Bleeding is dying now, so I'll pull that out and I'll put some of the tulip bulbs. These were the ones that were grown in the pots last year. I did have an idea, but I never got round to it. I was going to make a rainbow of tulips, and it would have been fantastic. I think it would be a lush idea, especially nowadays with the rainbow and all that. Through the lockdown, the tulip of rainbows would have looked very nice. Anyway, like I say, these tulip bulbs are the ones I've saved out of the pots. They're all starting to sprout there, so they're going to go into the ground now. Right, I'll get on with the rest and I think I'll have a cuppa. See you in a bit. Right, I've just been busy in the greenhouse here, tidying a little bit of the grapevine up. There's still loads of bunches on, but most of them are starting to rot now, so I've been picking through the rotten ones, getting rid of them. Anyway, there's a little job I've been wanting to do for a while. I mean, it's not a little job I've been wanting to do for a while, but I couldn't get any garlic from Wilkinson's. Now there's my garlic. I forgot about this, to tell you the truth. That's my garlic I grew last year. So what I've been doing is going through them, getting some cloves here, and I'm going to plant them in this compost. Now the compost I got was from the bottle here. This bottle was used for the tomato bottle challenge, but the tomato never come to anything, so this soil in here is good. Now the only thing is, it's dry. You're not supposed to use bone dry compost. It's no good. So I've been soaking this compost here all day in this tray. It's a little bit wet. So here's a little bit of an experiment. I don't think anything will happen to these, but I will try and grow me garlic. That's easy, straightforward. I can even do this with one hand, he says. I just place them down first, because that would be easier. Wouldn't it, Dave? Yes, it would, Dave. Right, so just get them in. Like I say, you're not supposed to use bone dry compost but it's just an experiment. Nothing's lost if nothing happens. Get them shoved in there, and I'll get a little bit of this bone dry compost and just cover them over. That'll do. They've had a watering in. A little bit more in there. And a little bit more in there, just for good luck. Right, so I'm going to leave them there like that and see what happens. Right, kettle, cuppa, sorted. Well folks, it's getting dark now, so just before I do go, I'll quickly show you what's still growing. Not that there's much, but there is. The tobacco plant is still in flower, still getting plenty of kale. The leeks can sit over winter, alright. The kaleets are starting to thicken up. The winter cabbage is doing alright. I've been sitting watching the birds eat the sunflowers off here all afternoon. The artichoke is romping away again, getting some nice blooms off the red rose still. And his rose is still blooming, still getting plenty of grapes. The lobelia is still blooming. And that's about it. Where's the kettle? Right folks, that's it. Where's me cuppa? Ah, cheers. So that's it, like I say. Not much gardening to do, because there's not much gardening to do, especially when the weather's like this. I just thought I'd make a video just to do me part for Remembrance Day. It's a shame that this year has spoilt a lot of things, but I don't think it's fair that people aren't allowed to go and remember the dead, the family, you know. And I can't understand these people who say that wearing a poppy is racist. Now, these people should really do the history, because the reason why Remembrance Day is so that we do not forget. Now, let's not forget, all races and all religions fought in that war. It wasn't just white people, it wasn't just British, it was all people. So everybody should be thankful and remember and all that kind of thing, because it is, lest we forget folks, let's not forget the past, because it's important. Because if people forget the past, that is how history repeats itself. Anyway, that's enough of that. I hope everybody is safe and well, staying safe and all that kind of thing. I'll see you on the next one. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thank you very much. Thank you to all my subscribers. It really is appreciated. Don't forget to leave a comment, a like and subscribe and all that kind of thing. Ding the bell. I'm going to finish this cuppa and go home, edit this video. So I'll see you next time folks. Ta-ra now. Ah.